Hey, all right. Good evening. What's going on? We're gonna get right to it. Today's gonna be talking about the mythological tie-ins. We are almost done with this, believe it or not. I know it's been a while. Like we definitely took a lot longer than normal with these, but unfortunately, like I mentioned before, I'm working through an injury, so I can't really be typing that long. So I was able to look at my outline today. We're gonna be talking about three different types of mythological tie-ins. The first one's gonna be the Minotaur and the Labyrinth, then Fenrir, then the Yere. So we're going to be definitely talking about different regions, but unfortunately, I didn't get enough time to actually refresh my memory. I have a good amount of knowledge with mythology, but it was just busy today. I'm technically deployed at the moment, so I had to focus more so on work. But we'll go off of my own personal knowledge, and I'll refresh my memory tomorrow because I'm off tomorrow. Okay, the Minotaur. The Minotaur. Let's see. Hmm. Oh. The Minotaur. People talk about the Minotaur. When people talk about the Minotaur, they think more so of the monster, or if you're cute, you'll think of the Labyrinth. The Minotaur. They usually focus on the monster. On the monster. When people talk about the Minotaur, they usually focus on the monster, but it's more than that. It's more than that. There is more to the story. There's more to the myth. There's more to the myth. Wait, I can rephrase that better. But the myth isn't about the myth isn't about the creature at the center of it, but the maze wrapped around it. I like that. Yeah. But the myth isn't about yeah. But the myth isn't about the creature at the center. It's about the maze. It's about the maze around it. We've played plenty of horror games where the whole entire environment feels like a maze. That's pretty much what I'm getting at. Try going through Spencer Mansion or any old school RE game. As usual, I don't need to repeat myself unless you're old and it hurts getting out of bed because your bones are just brittle now. Don't drink. You forgot S there. Okay, let's see what we got so far. When people talk about the Minotaur, they usually focus on the monster, but it's more than that. It's more than that. Put two butts. We are not doing butts. It's more than that. It's more than that. It's more than that. Let's rephrase this. The myth isn't all about the creature at the center. It's about the maze around it. Alright. So when the people talk about the Minotaur, they usually focus on the monster. It's more than that. The myth isn't all about the creature at the center. Whoops. At the center. It's about the maze around it. Around it. The place designed to confuse. The place designed to confuse, isolate, and wear you down, and wear someone down, and wear someone down before they even face the creature itself, the threat. No, wear someone down before they ever face the creature itself. Okay. When people talk about the Minotaur, they usually focus on the monster. It's more than that. The myth isn't all about the creature at the center, it's about the maze around it. The place designed to confuse, isolate, and wear someone down before they ever face the creature itself. If you really want to be cute about it, the labyrinth literally is a metaphor. Because it isn't just about the physical structure of it, it's about what it represents. Because you're losing control, direction, certainty if you really want to be cute about it. Yeah, alright, we'll roll with that. The labyrinth itself. Okay, let's see if I screw this up. The Yu-Gi-Oh player spelling labyrinth wrong. I play labyrinth. Oh my goodness. Every single time. Hey, I am not a bitch. And the labyrinth is a metaphor. For the kind, labyrinth is a metaphor for the kind of isolation horror leans into. Unfortunately, today is Friday. I have to watch Kamen Rider with my friends, so we'll do like another I'm doing like 8 minutes. Again, I do apologize for the short streams. I'm working through an injury right now, so I can't really have this position for long because it stresses right here out. We'll see when I get the MRI done in a couple of days and see what the hell's going on. So the labyrinth is a metaphor for the kind of isolation that horror leans into. It isn't just about because if I can give a good example, Resident Evil 4, perfect example, because we're doing both Resident Evil 4s are a good example of this. Well, I would say OG4 more so with the hedge maze. The hedge maze is a labyrinth. It's a maze. Like maze, labyrinth, like literally the same thing. It's just a labyrinth, it's just way more massive, but it's the same concept. You're trapped, you're disoriented, you're going through places, you go to dead ends, you're trying to find your way out of it. You start losing your sense of direction. That's one of the first things that starts to go, because every area starts looking the same. You lose control of the situation, which again, it's gonna happen because you're in a stressed out situation, and you start losing certainty in the situation. Like you start doubting yourself. That's one of the big things right there. Did I make that wrong turn at Albuquerque? We're doing some Bugs Bunny shenanigans right now. Like, in a sense, the walls become dangerous. If the walls become more dangerous, not more dangerous, the walls are just as dangerous as the threat that's literally at the end of the labyrinth. That is where I'm getting at. Or in Resident Evil 4's case, screw the dogs, just look up, because they won't attack you if you're looking up. I love OGRE4 because of that. Okay. So the labyrinth is a metaphor for the kind of isolation that horror leads into, isn't it? It isn't just about the physical structure. The Pizzaplex too, in a sense, because the Pizzaplex obviously is like, it's not a labyrinth, but it's a big setting. Isn't it just about physical structure? No, we need to put the. How do I want to word this? It represents. It represents. It represents the erosion of control. No, of direction first, direction, control, uncertainty. I know damn well, put me in a labyrinth, I'm cooked. My sense of direction is terrible. When you're trapped inside something like that, when you're trapped within something like that, the walls can be just as dangerous as the threat on the other side. Like, sure, there's a gigantic eldritch, well, not eldritch abomination, but there's a gigantic utter BS nonsense waiting for you at the end of the labyrinth, but the walls are just as dangerous. When you're trapped within something like that, the walls become just as dangerous as whatever lies at the end of it. When people talk about the Minotaur, they usually focus on the monster. It's more than that. The myth isn't just about the creature at the center, it's about the maze around it. The place designed to confuse, wear someone down before they even. I'm gonna word that better. The place designed to confuse, isolate, wear someone down before they ever face the creature itself. The labyrinth is a metaphor for the kind of isolation that horror leads into. It's not just about the physical structure. This is why we proofread. It's not just about the physical structure. It represents the erosion of control, well, direction, control, and certainty. Whenever you're trapped in something like that, the walls become just as dangerous as whatever lies at the end of it. Yeah, I gotta structure this a little bit better. Time to. Looks like we're having connectivity issues again. Interesting. I wonder why. Okay. Let's finish. Let's do one more sentence. It seems like there's connectivity issues on my end again. We'll figure that out later. So, like I was getting at earlier, everything starts looking the same. Everything feels wrong at first. Everything feels wrong. Everything feels wrong. Everything feels wrong. Things start looking the same. Things start looking the same. Things start looking the same. And time drags on. There's no sense of progress. There's no sense of progress. There's no sense of progress. That's where the dread really comes from. Not from the Minotaur. Not from the Minotaur, but from the environment itself. It's designed to keep you alone. Ooh, that actually sounds good. Fuck. Not the Minotaur itself. Not the Minotaur itself. But knowing the environment is designed to keep you alone. All right. So again, it does seem like there is some connectivity issues on my end. I will see what's going on with my ISP tomorrow. I do humbly apologize for that. But we got this started. Tomorrow we'll see what's going on. Besides that, everybody take care. We gotta start with mythological tie-ins. Again, we're doing the Minotaur and the Labyrinth. We're doing Fenrir as the second one, and the third one we'll be doing the Rei from Japanese mythology. Anyway.